Hi everybody, Florida Trailblazer checking in with all of you here in this beautiful wilderness alongside this river. And there's a bridge up there and a trail takes you into the woods where you can experience some amazing nature. But today we're going to go off the trails, off the beaten path, into the wilderness this way. Walk along this river. Exploring into these swamps along the river, and there's a lot of cypress trees, and you can see these stumps along the way. And a lot of these old cypress trees were cut down during the logging era. And you can see this tree here actually growing out of the stump. Across the river there you can see a hunting blind. During certain times of the year there's a lot of hunting in this area. Following this river, it's starting to dry out in these areas so I can get further back into the wilderness. It's incredible. Now there are a lot of creeks that run off of this river, so I'm doing my best to stay in a general direction and follow the river as far as I can. But it's easy to get sidetracked and follow a lot of the creeks as well. This track is probably from an alligator sliding into the river. They like to rest upon the riverbanks here. This is interesting out here. In the wilderness, I'm seeing a lot of this limestone and this mound-like formation here. And it continues on for a little ways into the woods there. Explore up here a little bit. This area has a rich Native American Indian history. Thousands of years, natives roamed through these woods. They hunted. They had villages in many of these areas. Now this particular area, I've seen a lot of limestone. It's quite possible that they were here using this site as a place to make tools and weapons, pottery. Such a wild and ancient place out here. Can't help but sense the past. Being in this beautiful nature transports you back to another time. And I can envision the natives all in these areas along the river here. Many generations, people come into these areas to fish and hunt, oftentimes living by the river. Down here by the river, if you look closely there on that tree there, you can see a snake. Following this area through the woods, and not too far up ahead should be part of an old railroad grade. We'll follow that for a little ways. You can see part of the railroad grade here. This grade is overgrown. Nature has reclaimed the area. It goes miles back into these swamps. It can be hard to follow at times. Now, during the logging era, the trains were coming through this area. You go far as back in as they can to get to these old cypress trees, log them out of here. Seeing some wooden pilings along this grade here. May have been a bridge or platform in this section at one time. See a few more pilings over here. Exploring this grade for quite a ways now, seeing a lot of these pilings. And at certain times of the year, I'd be standing underwater right here. So right now it's dry, so I imagine why these pilings are here, because they had to build the grade up above the surrounding swamps here to get back into these places. Made it to this area by the river. You can see where a bridge once crossed. Get a nice view of the grade here. So I've been tracing this line out here, and I was over there on that part of the grade. Bridge would have came over this direction. You can see a piling there. Crossed over this part of the river. Continues on this way, across the river. And then over to this side. That's where the other part of the bridge crossed over. The grade continues on that way. Made it back out to the hiking trail. What an incredible adventure today. Thank you for joining me, coming along through the wilderness here. Hope you enjoyed all the sights and discoveries along the way. We saw a lot of amazing sights today. Going off the beaten path. I enjoyed exploring along that river for several miles. Seeing that possible Indian mound there, and discovering the railroad and logging history in the area as well. So, incredible adventure. I appreciate all of you for following along my adventures every week. I'm posting them to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/FL Trailblazer. You can just search for Florida Trailblazer on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying all the places I'm sharing about, and do my best to put all of you in the experience. You all inspire me to go into these places, share and educate about them. I feel it's very important.